things to do. You have playful game. Entering team select screen. Ready.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoy...
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a run with Akers. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a first down throw. Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The numbers a week ago for Kupp. 7 catches, 116 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
1st and 10.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
On 2nd down, Akers. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Now Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Daniel Carlson.
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Rams 3. Seahawks nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
To throw again, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
Now it's Wilson. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Gain of 22
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy.
And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. A quick pass to Cup. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Akers. And he stopped immediately there.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So the Rams called on Johnny Hecker here to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Penny, the Seahawk ball.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 41, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Rashad Penny takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Complete.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down.
Here's Penny on the counter. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Wilson.
20-yard line.
A good throw here, finding Pascal.
Wilson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
With the score, Rams 3, Seahawks 0.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Penny. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams now coming out on the field. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to round mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And his defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Woods, incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now it's Lockett. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down with Akers. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
At the 28-yard line.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a pickup of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It was Troy Hill that time in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson leaves it for Penny. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, snip it out, and finish it off.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
The game at 3-3.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gain of a yard.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 3rd and long
It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Absolutely have to credit the pass protection there on 3rd down, because he had all sorts of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through his progressions, and you just have to know that sooner or later, someone's going to work his way open if you don't get to him. Make sure those guys up front get plenty of credit and recognition for a job well done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught by Penny. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
throwing again here. Wilson. But he finds Penny. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
34-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 34-28, the final score. Next, we'll stay in the NFC South as we head back here to Florida, check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Wilson.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
They'll run with Penny. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Akers, some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Going right back to Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Cam Akers.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier, Devon Godcho on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down now. Akers. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Goff on 3rd down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short throw to Disley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he's got this down to the 35.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
They'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. Here's the penalty.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise a defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He'll be kind of looking to erase the first part of this 3rd quarter from his memory partner.
I think he, above all, was upset that they actually got to halftime. Because you saw him in the first half. He was really sharp.
And they had the lead.
Had the lead. Everything was going well. And you know you keep telling yourself, just stay up, stay motivated. But sometimes that halftime can kill your mojo.
Yeah, now he's had an interception, a fumble. We'll see what he does here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Wilson on 3rd and 2. And Pascal's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
11 on the play. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Penny. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Wilson on the keeper.
Russell Wilson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now Goff on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Goff's pass.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter. This is Penny, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Flushed out right.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff.
Breaks a tackle. Boy, stays up. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the flip.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jordan Brooks.
He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
The Seahawks take over.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete.
Wilson's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Wilson. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Rashad Penny. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
23-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
23, Rams 10.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination. And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Goff.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Man open. It's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, and they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Goff.
A quick pass to Cup.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
27-yard line.
Throwing again is Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And we'll see it's caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
On for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Is good.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Penny across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So Goff and the Rams down 23-17. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That'll be caught by Cobb. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. There's that man again. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
Intended target was Cam Akers.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Goff now to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He's back to throw. He's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jared Reed able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in week 8.
Entering screen score.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
48-yard FG. 2nd quarter, C. Gonzalez. 3rd quarter, Lar, C. Cut. 4th quarter, C. R. Penny. 1-yard run, Z. Gonzalez kick. 13-24. Player stats, team, Rams selected. Seahawks selected. Rushing selected. Rams selected. Receiving selected. Receiving yards 50. Team Lar. Team Lar. Team Lar. Team Lar. Team Lar. Seahawks selected. Post-game read. Finish game. Team stats. Entering screen team stats. Third down, Reds, and possession time home 26-18 away 33-42. Post-game report player stats. Finish game. Entering XP feedback screen, you have 26 options. Game day goals is selected.
I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard.
Generic list item. Generic list item.
And I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence.
Player retention. Player progression.
I won't lose with this.
Generic list item.
I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 26. Entering player progression screen, you have 2 options. John Johnson III is selected. Samson Abukam. And yes. And entering attention pop-up to players were upgraded. Okay.
I've been ready for this.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize.
Entering race sign players screen.
Now what's left on them? Told you
You have you have 2 options. Negotiate week 7. Entering training. U-box score is select. Advance week. Things to do, you have 2 options. Next week is selected.
ain't no dub, ain't no L.
Big injury decision.
Only winning is exception on my
Entering player injury screen, you have 2 options. You have 2 options. Play through injury is selected.
yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Advance week. Players view message. By week is select. Team adjust lineup. My team. Team, you have 7. Depth chart. Entering depth chart screen. 6 rows 30. Entering success pop up. The depth chart was successfully reordered. Okay. Depth 2. Entering franchise hub screen, adjust lineup. Members, you have 3 options. AHCJ Madden Clear Cat. League Superstar. Schedule. Stats. Standings. Entering NFL standing. Rank 2.
He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah. We did a lot for the wins. Came in
Rank,
and dropped on the 10.
rank 9. Rank 20.
Once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah. I got it right in the end. Ay. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me.
Rank 30.
If it ain't us, LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from
At rank 1.
like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough. I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins in the Wilson. And I told them.
Rank 24.
For the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click.
Rank 32.
I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched. Had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again.
Entering franchise hub league standings.
I'm in the day.
Entering AFC North. Rank 7.
Either you rollin' or rollin' the dust, you with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a
Rank 5.
Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end.
Rank 2.
Top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top.
Rank 12.
Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Rank 8. Rank 6. Rank 3. Rank 1. Entering franchise hub screen Superstar X Factor.